In terms of geopolitics, your remarks, Mr. Chipman, in that we all desire, especially, let us say, around the South China Sea, we all desire a more multipolar. However, the forces of us going back to that Cold War type of scenario where you have to choose one side or the other are strong. And when I speak to the other ASEAN, APEC members and the other leaders, and I ask them, and they ask me, do you feel it, that you must choose? And I say, yes, don't you? And unanimously, they say yes. So the multilateralism that ASEAN, what we call the ASEAN centrality, that has become a very important concept. I think we are determined as a group in ASEAN and in the Indo-Pacific, those around the Indo-Pacific, despite all of this conflict, we are determined to stay away from that. And simply because we are anchored in the idea that the future of the Indo-Pacific, the future of Asia-Pacific, for example, cannot be determined by anyone but the countries of the Asia-Pacific. And that removes us immediately from that idea that you must choose. We choose our friends. We choose our neighbors. That's the choice that we have made. And so, although there are, because of these crises, the pandemic, the Ukraine situation, because of these crises, there have been tendencies, as I said, towards nationalism, towards closing borders, towards protectionism. But I think that technology has taken us too far. We cannot go back. And both the global arena and in terms of politics, the geopolitics of it, and in terms of the economy, the global economy, it is now conceptually impossible to even think that we could have a non-global economy, that we will return to what we were 200 years ago, 100 years ago. I think the tendency after a while, after things have settled, after countries such as the Philippines have put in place the elements of policy, the elements of legislation that are necessary to be able to adjust to what is the new coming economy. Once that is in place, I think that the globalization will start. We will start to return to that tendency of globalization.